Three, two, one. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with some more Rust Console Edition content today. And before we get into today's topic, we're just going to ask you to drop a big old fat sub and like. If you are wanting to see more Rust Console Edition content like this, hit that notification bell, and it'll give you the most up-to-date recent Rust Console Edition news. So let's get into the content. And this is everything you need to know about the new update that's coming to Rust Console Edition this Thursday for the update. It's going to be called the Underground Assault. What it brings is the Sweet Prototype 17 pistol. It brings the handcrafted LMG, the burst module, the extended mag, the flashbang, the Molotovs, and a slew of quality of life fixes. On top of that, building the Builder's Paradise and the target practice servers have been updated as well. You spawn in with the wire tool now and the hose on Builder's Paradise. Yay! Awesome for all the builders out there and who wants to play PvE, right? Then, on Target Practice Server, I wanted to point out one of the biggest changes is they added a new map in its launch site. Why do I think that's a good thing? Because on launch site, this is where most of Tier 3 loot is, and mostly everybody comes here. And not to mention, it's one of the best monuments to collect loot, and you take Bradley here. So it's good to have some target practice here and get used to the game if you're new to the Rust Console Edition. Another monument that's coming into play, which everybody's sleeping on and they don't realize how good it is military tunnels. Military tunnels is one of the best Rust monuments that are coming to you on main branch this Thursday for the next wipe. It is going to be a full wipe on weekly and monthly servers, so prepare for that. So if you got everything built and learned, you're not going to have that anymore. Everybody's going to start off on an even slate. So what is military tunnels and what does that do for you? What does it mean? Well, with military tunnels, I know I've talked about this in prior videos, but I have to bring this up again. With military tunnels, you get Tier 3 loot and a lot of it. The scientists are jacked with loot. And let me tell you, you come out stacked all the time. So one thing to note, and there's some pros and cons with new monuments when they come to Rust Console or Rust in general. These new monuments bring a lot of new PvP interaction. Those interactions mean a lot of people are going to be building around it. Make sure that you're going to be having a base design ready to overtake military tunnels. Military tunnels literally has so much loot in it. By the time you get out, you're going to have people waiting for you at the doors just wanting to just clap you and get your loot. So, with that being said, those are some of the updates that are coming this Thursday for the wipe. Other things to talk about, and I know there's been a lot of speculation around the hidden update that's coming out, okay? And that's going to be in August. A lot of people are skeptical. They're like, hey, what's going on with Rust Console Edition? Is it crap? Is it good? I think right now, one of the best times to come back to Rust Console is currently in this version, during this update that happens on Thursday. Don't sleep on it. It's good to get back into the game because, you know, you got most of those people who are bandwagon update riders and they're just like, yeah, let me ride that update, baby. But this one for sure is going to have a lot of different changes, not to include, or well, to include the new Recoil Edition. The new Recoil Edition comes with the handcrafted LMG. They haven't had a lot of recoil stuff with the P17, but for the handcrafted LMG, that recoil has been specifically modified, which means those little scripters and your Zen and Kronos, boom, a lot harder to do, and it might actually make those third-party devices obsolete when it comes to the handcrafted LMG. So I wanted to bring up one thing that the hidden update probably won't be, but it could. And we're talking about the excavator. What this does is you bring diesel to it, you load it up. It can farm the materials like sulfur, stone, metal, and whatever. It's just a normal farming monument. It's better than your quarries. It puts out a lot of resources, especially if you're on a boosted server or community server. But, I mean, I don't think it's going to be this at all. I think what we need to focus on, at least for Rust Council content or updates in the future, is transportation. Everybody is asking for it. We want minis, we want scrap helos, and we want cars. Now, what do I think that update is? I don't think it's going to be some flashy monument. If it is, I'd be super surprised if it was excavator. On the other hand, I think it's going to be cars. Now, the reason why I think that is because electricity is already in place. All we need is a freaking car lift. That's it, to put in bases. And we might think about other things to come in the future. That could be the update, which could be building 2.0. That is super important. That dropped around when cars came out on PC. So, I mean, it could be a slew of things. Now, we do know the submarines are coming into play come May, which is great, or April. I can't remember which one, but it's going to be soon, within the next three months. So that's another mode of transportation. The only thing I could see 11 doubling back on is, oh, yeah, we gave you a mode of transportation, you know, subs and tugboats in May or April, and then all of a sudden now, we're going to give you another monument in August. I don't see that happening. I think they're going to do something better. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, we have a lot to look forward to when it comes to... I wonder if there's any loot in here. I'll take that. Dude, I got a full inventory and I'm still grubbing. But look forward to all the future updates. I think we'll see a lot of good changes. It's just... I would like to see a little bit more movement on the vehicle side and transportation around the map, rather than just having slow subs and slow horses. I like to see some car action. But that's just me. And I mean, look at this is one of the cars right here. They're sweet. They're fast. You can put modules on them, which is pretty dope. And I wonder if I can fix this up so you guys can see it. Come on. Oh, yeah. Here we go. But there's no reason to hold back on these. I mean, once the cars come out, it's going to be pretty dope. You could roll up on a base. You can have car modules that have storage. You can have fast cars. You can have an armored car to roll up in like a clan raid. And I mean, or a Zerg raid, I should say. But they are pretty dope in their entirety. I mean, needless to say, we're going to get a ton of new things and a little fixes here and there, but on top of vehicles, I think we need to see more of an optimization push. I know we got the quality of life issues fixed when they brought in the new terrain and everything's more like PC, but we're going to start to need those other changes that are like impactful to our gameplay, like traveling. You know, as a solo riding a horse or a freaking sub, it's kind of hard when you got Zergs roaming around the map 4, 5, 6 deep, right? So things to think about for new and improved content coming to the Rust Council Edition. But needless to say, that is everything you need to know about the Rust Council Edition update that's going to be out this Thursday. I'll be posting when it's live, so stay tuned. And that's for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One X, and all the OG consoles out there. And I'll give you the wipe schedule, if it's going to be a full wipe, and how it's going to affect you moving forward once this update drops. I'll see you next video. Bye, you losers.